52 tags handmade challenge is up, and I have to admit, I freaked out when I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's all sewing, like a design, like I will link her stuff down below and in the but I feel like we went from wading in the kiddie pool to Olympic sized swimming pool depth. And I have to admit, I'm completely intimidated, but I'm gonna do it. All right, here's the plan. I had in my stash this piece of linen. I don't know anything about it. It was in my stash. And so I have that as my linen. And then I picked out some colors. She did hers in a beautiful blue, and but purple is my favorite color, so I'm going with the purple. And as an accent color, I thought I would go with this cream because she used buttons as an accent on her tag, and I thought that I have all of these beautiful paper flowers that I would dig those out and try to incorporate them in. And I also have, I don't even know when I got these or where I got them, but I have their glass leaf beads. And I think they're, as long as I only use one, I think they're size appropriate. So I thought that would be a nice accent to sew on with the flowers. I also have these mulberry paper leaves if I want to do that instead. And then while I was putting stuff away, I found this piece of lace that I might incorporate into it. Isn't it pretty? It's got these little tiny flowers on it that I could cut out and put on there too, but I'm gonna go with those. And then I have my needle with my magnets so I don't lose my needle. And I got my tag cut out and ready to go. Okay, so I have all of that ready to go, and my general idea I had in my head was vines, a type of vine, because I didn't want to just stitch it in random patterns. I'm not very good at random. And so what I did was I took my Micron 005 because this is cheap embroidery thread, so I didn't want to use like a water soluble pen or even a heat pen. I don't know how that, I mean, it's mega cheap. I think I paid $6 for 100 colors, something like that. So I used my Micron 005 pen, which has a microscopic little end on it, and I just drew somewhere these tiny little vine lines. I don't know if you can see it. And so my plan is to using the two embroidery flosses to do the vining, both colors. And the fly stitch, as I know it, basically what I found was it's basically a V, so think flying, but the way Anne showed it was with a tail. So I don't know if you can see that. So you stitch this and you come down and or up. I'm not sure. I have to look through some videos. But basically when you're done, it looks like this. And so my thought is to do the vine, but with little tiny fly stitches along it. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but that is my thinking on how to do it. I've never embroidered before. The most I've done, you guys have seen in the last 3 videos of her challenge. And so I'm not really sure of how it works. And so I'm not going to show how to do it. I might show like a little clip of me doing it. I ordered a hoop because I learned in the last couple of challenges that it's really difficult for me to hold it in my hand and stitch. And so I ordered a 4-inch hoop to use. But that is my general plan. And so, you know, basically you'll have, I don't know how far apart they will be. You know, like if I have a purple one that goes here, then the other main one would be the cream one that goes here, and then we just mix them up, right? I don't think it really matters. It's kind of be a random pattern. And then in between these, I would put, I don't know if you can hear my son down there, the little flowers. Like that. So that's the general plan. I also thought about just doing the fly stitch with the dark purple and doing just, I don't know what it's called, that's just the round and round and round and round stitch on some of the other ones. But I wanted to keep it true to the challenge, so I'm going to do the whole thing. And I thought, like, I'm obviously making this way more than it is, but that is the general plan of what I hope to do. But see, I just thought these were so pretty, and I would sew them on, of course, but I the leaves might just be, I think the leaves are going to be just too much. And so, but I want to take this paper green off, so it's just the cream. I have a rattle somewhere. Can you hear it? I'll have to find that. But anyways, so that's the general plan of how this is going to go. So I will be back when I get to stitching. Stay tuned. Are you doing this? Leave your stuff down below. got it finished, but I didn't get any video of it finishing. I had it all set up, everything was ready to go, but the button unhooked for some reason. So yeah, nothing on how I put it together, but you know, it's a learning experience, right? Every video, you learn something that I need to look up more often and double check that it's recording. But anyways, it doesn't matter. These tags are really hard to video anyways. And so I tried a few different things and I learned a lot on this video, and hopefully each one I'll just keep improving and yeah, go from there. But I did get my 52 weeks, 52 tags. I've got challenges all confused. 52 tags, handmade tag done for this week. Week 4 was the fly stitch. And by now you've seen somewhat of, I didn't get any of that. So I didn't get any of the sewing done either, because by the time I figured out, well, duh, I could just turn the 2 cameras on. Anyways, you get it. I'll get better. But I did this with the purple and the cream, and I did the fly stitches like little vines, and then I added the paper flowers on, as you saw. I stamped onto a piece of material and then sewed over the top of it the word smile. And then I sewed that onto the linen. I watch a lot of cross stitch videos, and I liked how some of them finish their cross stitch patterns. So I backed it onto, this is just backed onto a piece of cardstock that I doubled, but they do theirs more fancy. But I figured for a tag, this would be enough. And then they edge it with some kind of lace or rickrack or something like that. So I tried to kind of channel that. But yeah, so that's how it turned out. And it was a life-changing project for me. On the back, I just added a little more lace. I did print this on the computer and print it out because I had a lot to say on this tag of what I felt about it and stuff. So I'm just going to read it to you. This project completely changed my crafting life. I know it sounds dramatic, but it really did. Before this week's prompt, I thought I would just keep moving in my tried and true papered crafting direction as I always have for the past 20 years or more. But this project, this prompt, this one thing changed everything for me. From the first stitch, I just knew I had found the craft that spoke to my soul, and that it was what I wanted to learn to do and explore and expand into over the next coming year, and hopefully for many years to come. I am so grateful that I found this challenge. It opened a whole new world of creativity to me, and I could not be more excited to see where it takes me. 2021 is truly a year of exploration and discovery for me. New things to learn, to do, and best of all, new people to meet and get to know. I am just having the best time doing this. I am having the best time doing this challenge, you guys. I just needed it, apparently, because I'm just finding so much joy in it. I have met so many new people since doing this. There's like a whole world out there I didn't know anything about, and my Instagram has been, I have so many new people to talk to and follow and check out their work, and I'm having the best time. I'm just having the absolute best time. And I cannot wait to see what the next challenge is. I think the hardest part about this is they're a week apart. And even though it takes me a long time to make these, it's like as soon as I'm done, I'm ready for the next one. So I am just looking forward to it. And I'm also going to get heavier into embroidery. I have been searching more information on embroidery, and I've been watching cross stitch for a long time, but for right now, it's too fiddly for me, and I like the dimension and the texture of embroidery over cross stitching. So I have been looking into this cross stitching with they do 3D flowers and that kind of stuff. And then I stumbled across ribbon embroidery and I went, oh yes. So I am off and running to figure out more to do with this. And anyways, thanks Anne for the challenge, and I'm sorry I didn't get this part videoed, but I basically it's just backed onto a tag. I will do better in the next video. These are hard to video. I get to add it to my ring. This was week 1, and then I have week 2 and week 3. Love that. And now week 4. So fun, you guys. So fun. I hope you guys are going to give it a try. If you haven't started, just start into it. It doesn't matter if I don't have fancy string, I don't have fancy material. I'm using stuff I found at the thrift store, or stuff that was given to me, or stuff I've just had in my stash for like 300 years. Just start and see if maybe it'll lead you into a whole new world. I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for being here. Smile. Bye.